Hi, it's Kane Hodder, Jason from Friday the 13th. You're watching Slash and Cast. Keep watching, or I'll kill you and your whole family.
What's going on, horror fans? Welcome back to another episode of Slash and Cast. My name is Riley, that is Nick, and before we get things started, we have some announcements. First of all, at the time this is posted, we're getting pretty close to the solar eclipse, so if you want to go outside and do something productive on your Monday afternoon, that's something cool you can enjoy with your friends and family, okay? We're not going to see one again for a while, so you should probably go check it out. But as regarding horror and us, we will be at Days of the Dead, Louisville, September 1st through the 3rd. So if you're nearby Louisville, Kentucky, tickets are still available, and right now, they're a little bit cheaper if you pre-order them. So if you big into horror conventions, a lot of cool people are going to be there. Kane Hodder, Linda Blair, Tony Todd, Kurt Angle, you WWE guys out there. Kurt Angle will be there. That's pretty cool. And Jerry the King Lawler. So it's going to be fun. We're not vendors. We wanted to be, but we still be hanging out, and we'd love to meet you. So please, go check out Days of the Dead, Louisville. All right. Now, this is pretty important to us, and we didn't share it yet, but it's kind of been under the banks. But To Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder story, we have pretty much 3 episodes of Slashcast coming this week. We have today. On Wednesday, we're doing an interview with the director and producer of To Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder story. Those were great guys. Had a lot of fun doing the interview. But They also gave us early access to the documentary. Okay, it premieres on the 26th in London. We got early access to review it. So on Friday, our review for Telling Back the Kane Hodder story, the documentary about his whole life, will be reviewed on Friday right here. So make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, so you know when we drop that video. Also, guys, we're trying to do F13 Play of the Week still. We want it to still be a thing. We need submissions, though. We need some good ones. We're getting a lot of the same stuff. Yeah. We need something crazy. So if you've got a clip that you want to submit for Friday the 13th, the game Play of the Week, send them into our Twitter or on our Discord. And speaking of our Discord,
make sure you join our Discord server. Link is in the description. It's a great place to catch all our content, including when we go live, every new episode of Slash and Cast. And it's also home to our movie nights, which are exclusive to our Discord server. We usually, have a theme, different drive-in type elements. Right now, movie nights are on hiatus. The computer died.
Yeah.
So movie nights will, we're trying to find a temporary fix. Hopefully we can still get movie nights. We're going to have a Kane Hodder theme night. Obviously didn't go as planned. So we're hoping we can get a temporary fix and do it not this weekend, but the following.
True. So make sure you're there. It's a good time when the shit's actually working. Okay, I promise. We put a lot of effort into those. So hopefully we get things going again. All right, let's finally go ahead and jump into our news of the day. Of course, opening up with Friday the 13th, the game. Now, we did a video on this. Broke down this whole brand new website update. Now, they completely revamped it. And with that revamp and just new style and look, they dropped a whole bunch of news. A lot of shit that people didn't know about. So let's go over some of those right now. We'll have more of a discussion based than the video. But if you want to check out the video, make sure you do. It breaks it down pretty quick in just 6 minutes. And there's a lot of information there. But first of all, we're getting a new Jason. We pretty much already knew this, that we were going to get a new Jason at some point, somehow, some way. A lot of people were predicting Roy. As we get more and more blue dots pictures, I'm leaning farther and farther away from Roy. And also the title of the website was straight up A New Beginning. It seems a little too obvious, actually.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I always say whenever we're asked, what do you think the blue dots mean? It's just too much, trying to make us think that it's, part 5 related.
Yeah, they're messing with us a little bit. So
yeah.
I'm still saying for new Jason, I'm screaming DLC. For Jason X, okay? DLC for Jason X for sure. And, a lot of people are asking, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be the regular Jason X, or do you think it's going to be Uber Jason, as in the metal titanium monster that is Uber Jason? If I was them and I only had to pick one, I'd do Uber Jason.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense. It's much different than the other Jasons. So that's probably something you'll go with. As for stats and what we might see, because I know that question is going to come up, I think it'd be very similar to Savini.
Yeah.
So if you hate Savini, you love Savini, that's what I would prepare. Like, I would expect something along those lines. But it would be badass regardless. We always said it'd be cool if it was started off as regular Jason X. You get like Rage Mode, then you become Uber Jason, something like that. But the odds of that happening are slim. Yeah. I would just expect Uber Jason, honestly.
For sure.
But we also found out that we got a new map on the way. Speculation all over the place for this one. Part 8. It could be the Manhattan map. That would be so cool from Part 8. It could be a spaceship from Jason X. It could be part 4. It could be the Jarvis house. It could be part 5 at the a psych clinic or whatever you want to call that. It could be Camp Forest Green from part 6. It could be anything. There's a lot of options. Okay. As for what makes sense to me at this time, they probably want to go big for the first one, and you're looking. I think Manhattan would be really cool, but I also think it'd be hard as hell.
Yeah.
And same with the spaceship for Jason X. While those would be really cool and very different when we see, I think it would be something in 4, 5, or 6. Something Jarvis related would make sense. Something a Jarvis film.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I'm excited regardless what it is. Something different in any way, shape, or form would be cool in map form. We also got to look at what to expect from the smaller maps. Because, we said before, we're not too excited for them because it's just smaller maps. That's not necessarily true. And with this website update, we are a lot more excited for them now because it looks like it's not just a smaller map, but it's 40% smaller. That's what we know. But also, the location of the cars has changed. Maybe the player amount's going to be changed. The parts are going to be changed, where they spawn. So there's a lot of variance in there that's going to change the gameplay pretty drastically. So it's going to be, we said that everyone's like, okay, it's going to be more deadly. Like, for Jason's going to be able to screw you up. We always said that was me. Counselors will have the advantage.
Yeah.
You can just loop Jason over and over again, small map, shorter police run, just stuff like that. It looks like with the variants that they're adding, it's going to help Jason too.
Yeah, maybe instead of, 3 ways to escape with 2 cars and the police, maybe, one of the maps has 2 cars and that's it. Maybe there's one that's like the boat and the phone, or one that's just the car and the phone. Maybe we see something like that. Just changing it up. I mean, smaller map. I mean, driving with 2, car locations. I mean, that one of them is going to be really short.
Yeah.
Really short.
For sure. And then I hope the police escape is just gone in small maps. I just don't. Man, you got a Bugsy, just like you get the police called. I mean, you're screwed.
And Tommy Jarvis.
Tommy Jarvis, right?
Yeah. That's right. Maybe we see a shortened timer. Maybe we see a 15-minute match with those smaller maps instead of a 20.
Yeah. Anything. I don't know. I think the police escape will be pretty OP. It's already OP now, to be fair. I mean, if you get the police called, you're screwed to me.
Someone's getting out.
Someone's getting out, It's hard to stop everybody. But you know what? We are also getting new counselors, okay? Now, they love to tease people. They love to just be giant teases, and it's good because it brings hype, and they do a good job of that. But we know that 2 more are coming. But what they said is like, will these be counselors? Will these be brand new original counselors, or will these counselors you've already known from the films? Just you're like, oh, great. So who is like you instantly think, oh, it's somebody we already know.
Yeah, Fox, Shelley.
Shelley, come on, Shelley.
As you all know, they've been looking for Gloria's estate because she did pass away, and they've been quiet ever since.
Yeah,
which makes us think that maybe they found it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do with Retro Jason.
And also, Larry Zerner, who played Shelley, has been hanging around, the mocap studio, been, going back and forth with them on Twitter.
And I'm friends with him on Facebook, too, and he is just, he shared the link. There was an article written about him, and it was basically said, will Larry Zerner join the Slashcast game, or the Slashcast game? Yeah, the Slashcast game. Will he join the Friday the 13th game and have his own character? And then, he shared the article on his own Facebook and was like, will I? It's like, all right, fucker, okay. So I think in some way that's been in discussion, so maybe we're getting Shelley in the game. That'd be really cool. As for how he'd play, we've always been thinking LaChapa. Yeah. He'll play similar to LaChapa, and it'd be awesome. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
But speaking of counselors, we're not just getting new counselors, but we're getting new counselor clothes. And this includes a Summer Camp 1984 pack, which is just bikinis and swimsuits, like straight up.
Yeah, Spring Break. 1984.
Yeah, Spring Break, not Summer Camp. Sorry about that.
Swimsuits.
Yeah, just swimsuits.
Okay.
Okay, all right. And it clickbait and a half with Tiffany on the front in her bikini. Yeah, it's something.
I'm down.
I guess. Yeah,
it's Choppa.
It's something different.
In a banana hammock, please.
But it's gonna be. This game is already very infested with kids. It's already very younger audience loaded, which is fine. It's totally fine. But man, you play with younger kids that are just rocking Tiffany's and shit in bikini. It's gonna be a mess. I can already see it coming. I'm gonna be rocking the chopper a little bit.
For sure. On the website they say it's gonna cost, I believe,
$4.
$4.
Yeah.
but for a limited time, it's going to be 2.
Yeah.
They're not on sale yet. Date TBD. So we are going to do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Ton of codes.
Yep.
Make sure you look forward to that.
Yep. But we didn't just get the Spring Break 1984 clothing pack. We're also getting a completely new original clothing pack, which will probably come with 3 per counselor, just as we're used to. Now, everyone's been asking if all this stuff's coming to all platforms. It is. I can't promise you all at the same time because we haven't gotten lucky in the past. I think the way they've been doing stuff, they've been a lot smarter about it. I imagine they're already getting that shit certified in Xbox.
Yeah, and then making sure then they can put it through PS4 and then flip the switch for all of them.
Yeah, so I imagine they're taking that step now. But yeah, they will be on all platforms. I know a lot of people are upset that some of the stuff costs money. And, you had to realize from a business standpoint why it's necessary. I mean, you don't need to buy the clothing pack.
It's clothes.
Yeah, they're just clothes.
It's cosmetic.
Sure, you want Tiffany in a bikini. Sure, you want La Chapa in a Speedo. Not confirmed, by the way, but I hope it's his fucking
Please.
Speedo. But yeah, like you may want that stuff, but it's not necessary. But even if you are buying it, you can get it for $2. Is that really gonna empty the bank?
And even 4 when it's back to normal price. And there'll be tons of giveaways anyway.
Yeah, I think the whole point people are saying is just some reality behind it. It seems like the game has been broken for quite a while. Not really, at least on Xbox. It's been a bit of a mess. And the fact that you have to pay more money, if it was stuff you had to do to get a complete game, then I'd be upset. But these are just other things that don't really change gameplay. So
Every game
it's
has
not.
it.
My example is Battlefront. It's not a Battlefront. You don't need these things. The map's free. The one that's the biggest game changer is free. The map.
And maps will always be free. That is confirmed by multiple members of Gun Media.
Right. The new Jason may cost some money. My guess would be $6. No confirmation on that, but I imagine the new Jason will cost money too, and clothing packs will cost money. But you really don't need it, But hey, what are you gonna do? Business. You got to make money somehow, right?
Right.
Now, another announcement that came from the website was that Retro Jason is going to be gone for about a month, a little over a month. They're taking him out of the game, which I don't understand why. I don't understand. I don't make video games. I don't get it. But they're taking him out of the game and revamping him a little bit, adding some changes, adding some new music, which both the counselor will hear and Jason will hear when playing as Retro Jason. So hopefully this also will come with new kills. I beg, please. Like, he needs something.
Also, an intro.
Yeah, new intro.
A pregame intro. Walking in, just seeing regular J3.
Yeah.
We want to see retro.
Yeah.
We want to hear something.
I mean, maybe you might have, the thing is they might have changed it entirely because Retro Jason walking into the regular cabin the regular shack is a little weird. So they might be doing something a little special for Retro Jason. And the time they're putting into it, about 2 months. I mean, you think they could pull stuff off like that.
We said, don't understand, removing him completely, but
Whatever.
doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
I run part 8 in my preferences on counselor.
Yes, I mean, you never really play as him anyway, so that's fine. Just give us something cooler. I'm totally okay with that. So another thing, they changed their rules, their whole banning system, and they just added 2 more. And one of them was, I just want to clarify this because this is we've got hundreds of comments asking this question. Is okay. So if one of the rules says if you're playing on someone else's account and boosting with them, like on someone else's account, helping them level up, that's a punishable offense. I know not sort of bannable, but it's a punishable offense.
Or a temporary ban.
Yeah. So what they're saying, if you're game sharing, that's fine. If you're game sharing, that's fine. What you can't do, and I really don't know how they'd prove it, but what you can't do is I can't go onto Nick's account. I can't go play on his Xbox and level him up like me doing it. I can't do that.
Apparently.
I don't really understand why that's a big deal. I guess to me, what's a big deal? And I think in a boosting standpoint, you can go into a private match. Me and you can go into a private match, and I can just kill him over and over again. 10-second games. I can just find you, kill you right away, and I can level up in a heartbeat, super fast. I didn't even realize that was a thing until we would do the environmental kill videos. We do montage videos. And I was like, dude, I just leveled up 5 times. What the hell? So it's like, oh. That was before we even realized you got XP during private matches. That was the early, in early access of the game. That was way back then. So that makes sense to me to be bannable. But playing on someone else's account, what do you care? You know?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can get a confirmation from someone at Gun Media at a later date. See if we can try to clear that up for you guys.
Yeah. Last thing I want to point out, they are doing weekly events now. That was another thing they added to the site, the weekly events. And I was looking at it, and I thought they'd be individual events. I think that would be more fun, personally.
Kind of like Call of Duty or Rainbow Six Siege,
like
has personal weekly events.
Yeah, your challenge of the week, and if you get it, you get a certain amount of CP or something. That would be cool. But like what this is, it's a community events. So it's like community has to get 10,000 stock kills. That was one of the things. You get 10,000 kills while using stock in a week.
Yeah.
So that's the community combined. I'm not sure what's gonna happen if they hit it. Like, because really that's actually not a hard one to hit.
Maybe you participate and you get maybe a little badge or some XP or some CP.
Yeah, who knows? I'm not too sure where they're going with it. I'm not against it, though. It's something to do.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so pretty much everything I'm for. I like what they're doing. I like the new website, and I'm excited for everything to come. Nothing yet. I don't really see a negative side to anything. We just patience, It's sticking with the patience game. One thing that upsets some people, no word on single player on that new website.
Yeah.
Not a single word on it. So... this caused, and I'm not going to start bashing people. I'm not going to start a controversial thing, but articles have been written by certain people. I'm not even going to say the name. I don't even care. Articles have been written saying, "Oh, single player is delayed." Show me why. Where do you see that? Seriously, they've been 100% speculated articles.
No, the title is named. Friday the 13th single player gets delayed. What's new? Stuff like that. And then the first sentence is an edit because they realized that was really shitty clickbait and says, "Oh, there's no word from Gun Media. We just pulled this out of our ass."
Pretty much. Yeah. So
as far as we know, single player is still on track as of recording this. Single player is still on track for a summer 2017 release date. And summer ends September 22nd.
Yeah. So we got some time. There's been their replies to some tweets is what is people thinking is delayed tweets, and that's not what it is. It's just like, we're working really hard on it. Things are going well. We can't say anything more. Just stay tuned for more information. Nothing that says, oh, it's not going to be summer or anything. We just don't know. It could be delayed. I'm not saying I'm not saying there's not a chance of that.
As of this moment,
recording this. It's not. And they have not said a single word that says that it is.
Right.
Okay? So articles that are saying that it's delayed are complete bullshit. They're 100% speculated, and that's not fair to Gun Media for that shit.
First place you're going to find out, Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter, if it doesn't come from theirs, like, their Twitter, okay? Or, like, at least one of the content creators, one of the new, like, if it comes from, like, us, like, we're going to have shit, we actually do our research. If it's coming from Charmin Exoff, he does his research. Laugh and Hyena does his research, okay? We're not going to give you bullshit, and their Twitter's not going to be bullshit. Articles like that will give you bullshit. So, all right, that's my point. I just had to get that off, but the website looks nice. Good for you, Gun Media. I like it. All right, with that, let's go ahead and move on to our next line of news, which is Jeepers Creepers 3. It's been a while. Okay, things have been a little bit quiet. We knew that they wrapped on filming, they knew they got reshoots done, and then they were back in post-production. Okay, but now Jeepers Creepers 3 is almost completely finished with post-production and announces a special screening at the Chinese theater, the TCL Chinese theater. This is a double screening, by the way, with Jeepers Creepers 1, which is cool. But like I said, it's been a mess since the start. We've had no solid plot. Film dates have been spanning across multiple years, from what we know.
Yeah.
Because we always knew, because it confirmed by AMC, the film was done several years ago. But now
they threw it in the trash?
Yeah, Jesus. This is one of the most, the messiest film productions I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It just keeps going in directions, man. It's all over the place. But now the film, it's wrapping up post-production, will be done in the coming weeks. This will allow the film to be part of a double feature screening alongside the first Jeepers Creepers at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood on September 13th. That's fast as shit.
Yeah.
I don't they just finished shooting a few weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, and we still don't know the plot. The last thing, the only thing we know, plot-wise, is what we've reported on last time, and so this is what we think Jeepers Creepers 3 is going to be. Jeepers Creepers 3 follows a group of hunters who are completely aware of the creeper's mythology and looking to stop the creature before it ends its eating spree.
I don't know what to tell you. Seriously, it's all over the place. I don't get it.
No, one week it's we have this plot, and then no, that's the plot of Jeepers Creepers 4, which is done, and then we're starting Jeepers Creepers 3. Oh no, we're done with that now. Help.
So if you remember Jeepers Creepers 3 Cathedral, which was the film that was supposed to be done, now apparently that's Jeepers Creepers 4. And Jeepers Creepers 3 takes place between 1 and 2. That's what Gina Phillips said. The star, well, she has a cameo, I guess, in Jeepers Creepers 3. She's a star in Jeepers Creepers 4, and she starred in the original Jeepers Creepers.
What?
Take all that shit in. It's seriously so confusing. And, I love Jeepers Creepers. I actually like the second one a lot, too, even though I know it's complete trash. But, like, I can sit down and watch those movies anytime, any day, no problem.
Yeah.
But the problem is, this one is scaring the hell out of me. The stills are not bad. The stills we've seen are not bad. Okay, because like you got the creeper, he looks good. He's got a very new, clean, matte finish to his skin. But after that, God, it's got to be a story. There's got to be something.
Here's the thing. What made Jeepers Creepers so terrifying, ultimately, is there was no motive. He just did the things he did because that's what he did.
Yeah, I mean,
he needed
he was
to
trying
eat.
to survive, yeah.
Yes. So now you're trying to, dive into the origins of it. Like, ugh.
Yeah, that was the original plot point we got. It was like, all right, we're breaking down the origins of it. There's a SWAT team attacking him. It's like,
no, that's just what he does.
Come on now. Like, I don't know. What we know that's confirmed that's good news, like I said, the Creepers, Jonathan Breck is back, and he's a badass. Gina Phillips is somewhat on board with the film to some degree. How long? I don't know. But she's somewhere in there. We know that the truck is back.
Yes.
Thank goodness. It was gone in Jeepers Creepers 2 for some odd reason. Don't know why. But yeah, it's back. But there's bad news too. Okay? There's bad news too because with people returning, the director returned too. Victor Salva remains as the director, despite all the petitions that have gone out, despite ridiculous amounts of complaints. He's there, and that when it comes to distribution, because the film does not have any theatrical distribution at this time. Good luck finding it. Good luck finding it, seriously, because with the mess that already is with the plot and whatnot, and the unbelievable amount of controversy that sits around it. It's going to be a tough one to distribute because it might be a shitty film anyway. But then you got who a lot of people can mutually agree on is a shitty person making it. So when that is a thing, you're playing with fire. But regardless, okay, Jeepers Creepers 3 is a thing, almost done. So obviously not very effects driven, or unless they're shitty effects, because that seriously the turnaround is very impressive. At least I hope. I hope they made a good film out of that quick turnaround. Because, man, let's look at Death House, for example. Like, I want to look at a film that's about the same as budget-wise. Probably a little bit bigger of a budget,
Yeah.
but not too much. It's very independent film. But look at the time it's taken to get all the VFX shots done, to get all the score done. That's their thing, the score. Like, what are you, just ripping off the first two movies and just throwing it in there? Are you pulling up some stock score? Like, that shit takes time, real time. Like, come on. Because they had to have the film locked. Then they had to go to VFX. Then it has to go to music and sound. And there's so many steps in filmmaking that people don't even realize. And the fact that they could turn it around so fast, it just seems impossible to me.
Right. So we don't know what Jeepers Creepers 3 holds, or even the future of the franchise. But when it finally comes out, whether it be in theaters or just direct to DVD, we will review it here for you.
Yeah. Good, bad, awful. We'll make sure we let you know.
It'll be a good one.
All right. With that, let's go ahead and move on to our next line of news. Hopefully we don't go on whole rant feeds anymore. We got the two out of the way. Gremlins 3. The script's done. My God. I never thought this would happen. I never thought I'd be able to see a Gremlin sequel in my life.
I didn't ask for. Who asked for it?
Now, according to an interview with Slash Film, filmmaker Chris Columbus revealed that he has already written a script for Gremlins 3 and said it was as twisted and dark as anything we'll see. Okay.
All right.
All right. Now, Columbus was also asked whether Gizmo, the Mogwai, had to die to permanently put an end to the Gremlin menace. He answered that the same question will come up in the movie itself. Cool.
All right. A cash grab? Question mark. I don't know. Well, he went on to say, I think it's a pretty good idea, to be honest with you. Too many people are dying. He noted that Gremlins 3 would be made mostly with puppets, while computer-generated imagery will be kept at a minimum. And then now, back to quote, minimal CGI. CGI will enable us to remove wires and make the puppeteers live a little easier. All right.
Okay.
You got a plan?
Okay. I respect the hell out of practical effects. I think that's great. That's great. But when you are so low budget and you only have puppets, there's a point where shit goes downhill. Let's look at that. Remember the Puppet Master trailer? You remember that one?
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah. So the Axis trilogy, the final one in that one, it's not good. So there's a certain limit. I'm hoping for the best, and I love Gremlins. Gremlins 2, but I love Gremlins, and the fact that they're making a third one out of really no demand for one is interesting.
Out of nowhere.
True, it's true. It is out of nowhere, which it can be a scary thing. Also, I don't like his quote that says, I think it's pretty good, to be honest. No, I think it's pretty good.
Get behind your film, man.
Dude, no, it's good, man. It's good, and we're gonna make this shit happen.
Sell us.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like a very excited quote. Of course, I'm reading words off of paper,
Yeah.
So there's that. You know what, God, I'm in a negative light right now. I'm trying. Jeepers Creepers 3's got me so messed up in the head right now that everything else just sucks. Everything sucks right now. I hope for the best with Gremlins 3. I'm a fan of Gremlins, so hopefully we see some more information soon, and
we'll follow it.
Yeah, and we might see the last of Gizmo. So prepare yourself, Gremlins fans. Just saying. All right, let's move on to our next line of news. Call to Chucky, man. We've been all over it. Okay. Now there's not any substantial news. What we got was some new stills, and with some new stills, we get sort of some information here. This is some weird stuff because speculation comes all over the place. The first still we got Jennifer Tilly, by the way, with blonde hair. I imagine she's wearing a wig for some reason to get into the mental hospital.
Yeah.
But she's blonde here, holding the Chucky doll. Nothing crazy there. Nothing really we knew there. Just a nice new still. Okay. The next one is where questions once again come back up. We got Jennifer Tilly again holding the doll, man, the Tiffany doll. So we already saw, a while back that the doll is indeed in there, okay? Obviously, coming from these pictures, we know that Jennifer Tilly, she's in her own body. She's not possessed the doll yet for probably a good chunk of the film, because most of the stills we've seen have been that way.
Yeah. From
the still we saw previously, which looked like her in a cop car, actually, but she's in the backseat of a car. It looks like a pretty living doll to me.
Yeah.
So it looks like at some point we're getting Jennifer Tilly back in the Tiffany doll. Am I for it? Not really. When you take that approach, Tiffany's okay. Because you got Bride of Chucky, and I like Bride of Chucky. It's okay. But you're also going back down a road that is Seed of Chucky. So if Tiffany's coming back, Glenn's coming back, and if Glenn's coming back, the movie's gonna be shit. That's the problem. Like I said, I'm in a negative light. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to find positive here. Okay. So yeah, we're probably gonna get the Tiffany doll back, which is fine. Just can we keep Glenn out of the picture?
Please,
I just
I'll turn the movie off. I will.
So yeah, that's what it's looking like. We got her back, guaranteed at some point.
Yeah.
How they do it, I don't know, but it's a lot of excitement around it, a lot of controversy around it. Of course, everything's controversial these days. Goddamn, there's nothing you can do. Now the one that's really cool. And really interesting, because you could have missed it if you weren't looking too hard. A new Chucky still came out, and it looks great, by the way. He's just talking over body, doing the Chucky stuff, doing his torturous stuff. But what's interesting in this picture is his right hand. His right hand is not the regular doll hand. It's some weird looking stuff.
Yeah.
I can't even explain what that is. Is it, one of the people like, is that even intentional? Did they just screw up? Did something happen to Chucky's hand on set? Did they melt his hand? That is definitely intentional. That shit is designed to be that way. So I don't even know why that question came up. But why is it there in the first place, though? Like, what happened? What? Now we're all just like, oh man, what's this movie holding for us? We got a pick a while back. Remember Chucky, wild hair, Chucky. That still image came. With that still image, he actually was missing his right arm. So, did he somehow get a replacement arm that looks kind of human-like? It looks like a growing human hand. Is what it looks like to me. So I was like, dude, is that a baby's arm? Did he steal a baby's arm?
The first time I saw it, I looked and I'm like, that looks like a leprechaun.
A leprechaun crossover? Swoggle? Where you at, though?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
Think about that.
Yeah, so that's the kind of hand it does look like. I agree, it does look like that. But it's...
it could just be from a different doll.
Yeah, straight up. It could be. It could be anything. The point is, at some point, he's going to lose his arm. And at some point, he's going to get some weird-looking hand like that. Where in the story does that happen? This movie, it could be insane. It could be all over the place. Really, we got a lot of stuff coming that we didn't expect.
Yeah.
So,
trying to piece it together.
Yeah, really.
Everything we've gotten, I can't piece it together.
Yeah, which is good.
Yes.
They made good trailers.
Yes.
Good for them. It looks like a blast. It looks like a really fun film to do. I'm super excited for it. Alex Vincent being back is great. You have Fiona Dorff back in the role. And, of course, Brad Dourif returned to voice Chucky. So everything's in place to make something great. Let's hope the story's there, too.
Please.
Please. They seem very excited for it. So I'm excited as well. Cult Chucky will be arriving October 3rd on unrated, which is also cool. Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. October 3rd, guys.
We will have a review.
Yeah.
Very soon after.
If not day 1, it'll be day 2.
Yeah.
So we'll be right on there. I'm really excited for it. I love Chucky. I hate seeing Chucky. I know you hate it too. It's probably the worst movie you've ever seen.
I think so.
I mean, it's obviously not the worst movie of all time. Like, it's not.
It might be the worst movie I have ever seen.
Yeah, it's just, you can't watch it again.
No, never.
Yeah, so you got Seed Chucky. That makes sense, but Cursed Chucky's great. Let's hope Cult Chucky can follow it up well. Excited for it.
Yeah.
Super excited for it. But that's your line of news today in horror. Sorry about the ranting. I know things got a little carried away. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. Man, what do you think about Jeepers Creepers 3? That's the one I really want opinions on.
Yeah.
Like, because we are just thrown for a loop on that film. Really. All right, guys. With that is a wrap on Slash and Cast today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Editor, roll that outro. Hey, you. Thanks for watching this episode of Slash Cast. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and click that box right down there to check out last week's episode.
Also, if you want to check out the film the fans are calling the best fan film of all time, make sure you click that box right down there to check out our Friday the 13th fan film.
While you're at it, click that circle right there to subscribe to our channel. Never miss a video again.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.